Oh, I think we're good. Pretty sure we're good. Let me double check StreamerBot. StreamerBot. Where is Stream? Ah! All my things closed. There's that game. There's the OBS. There's the StreamerBot. Okay. Chat. There we go. Get chat up. It should be connecting. Let me make sure StreamerBot's connected real fast. I need to clean up my commands. Oh, sweet. Okay. What are we doing? We are gathering lava for this guy, and we need 10,000 blocks. I was originally going to like steadily fill this up. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm literally just gonna bring up all the lava. Ooh, what is this? Let me put down this guy, and then we'll go from there. Boom, boom. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring out all the lava I can, which means I have to gather a ton of stuff. So let me go down the steps here. So we have 700 and then 200, and I think we need 10,000, right? So we have, what is it? It's 216 plus 792, so 216 plus 792. Okay, so that's 1,000. So we're about, so you have a tenth once this is full. Which means that we're like not even halfway there. There we go. Here it is. We're gonna put that on there, and then I can just shift right click, shift, boom. Okay, and then this is also 216. So, I wish there was an easy way to take a pipe out of the nether and have it go into the overworld. Because that will make my life so much easier for this. Maybe I make like a lava pit so that I can fill it, just fill underneath the base. What are we going to do to gather all this lava? Oh, that's right, my nether portal moved in the process of doing all this stuff. So yeah, but this is my lava gathering machine. As of right now, it's basically off. What is gonna be the best way to do this? I've got to yeet. I have to have a ton more tanks in order to make this viable. I mean, quite literally, I would have to gather that much lava. I have not thought through this process, FYI. Let me see here. That is 9. So 216 divided by 9. So each one of those is 24 buckets. And if we take, and we'll just go ahead and say, it's going to be less than this, but we'll say we'll have 9,000. Then we divide that by 24. We're going to need 375 more of these. Okay. And we can make 30. So we'll take and make 375, divide that by 64. So now how many stacks? Oh, that's only 6 stacks. Okay. These numbers seem so big when you're not using the smallest denomination or the largest denomination for some of these things. Like, really. But yeah. Hello. Who joined the chat? Sorry, I was having to check. Hey! Welcome. Oh, we're supposed to check this out. Okay. All right. I've started flipping through it before, a while ago, but I can't remember what this was about. So, hello, esteemed fellow inhabitant of this wonderful Minecraft world. In this small book, I'm going to introduce you to this newest addition to our spawn, the Voidlight Anvil, where gold ore gleams like a sun-glistening treasure. At the Voidlight Anvil, we aim to be a hub for all miners, alchemists, and adventurers alike. Bring us your glittering gold ore and watch it transform into something magical in the distant future. Ooh, okay, so it's a gold trading center. Once the terms are accepted by both parties, the gold ore can be deposited in the barrel at the shop front at the. Ooh, okay. I like it. I like it. So now we know what to do with all our gold. Okay, so we need 6 stacks of barrels to do what I want to do. And I believe that also means we'll need 12 stacks of flattened copper. I wish I didn't make this many pipes, because every single one of those, I believe, is... Nope, wrong one. R. Oh my gosh. I wish I could take and convert that back into copper. Man. What? It's a please don't make those jokes. I know that they were funny, but at this point, like, it's a serious problem. Dude, the Chris Tyson crap, like, mind you, I've had a weird feeling about Mr. Beast more recently, and this is kind of telling me that there's some stuff about him that I don't think he wants out. And he's officially on the list of, I'm just not going to bother with him at this point. I mean, mind you, I didn't even care to begin with. So it's just such a sacrifice for me to not watch Mr. Beast. If you cannot tell, this is exceeding sarcasm. Oh, dude. Okay. So do you know who Chris Tyson is in relation to Mr. Beast? Okay, Chris Tyson, Chris Tyson is basically Mr. Beast, was at one point Mr. Beast's second-hand man, or woman, or whatever, and turns out that, I don't know, he, she, they, I don't know the proper pronouns for this person at the moment, off the top of my head. But wound up, they had been messaging miners for a very long period of time, apparently. So I'm not going to do all of them all at once, but what I am going to do is barrel, shift click, boosh. Okay. I'm going to have to figure out. Okay. Boom. Okay, I'm just going to take 1 stack at a time, I think. And then... Okay. And boosh. Boosh. Okay, and we'll split that in half. Oh, okay. We're talking about a shop called Void Anvil that is new to the server, and it's a spot to trade gold for stuff. Which I might pitch Z to get some copper, because I think most of this stream, ironically, is going to be me making. This stream is basically Negative makes 6 stacks of of fluid tanks. Okay. I was confused as to where you were at. Okay. I need as much copper as I can get. And I don't have enough. And sadly, I made all these pipes. Like, look at this. That's 3 pieces of copper. Every single one. I thought I needed way more. Yes. I only have 5 bits of gold. Is that real? Nah. I have to have more gold. What? Gold ore. Oh. I do not have any gold ore because I don't have silk touch. Dag nabbit. I wish there was a way to recraft stuff into gold ore. Yeah, no. Well, that's because you had made the... Because I thought you were about to go make a minor joke, and I was trying to kind of spur the conversation to address the problem, because I do think it's a giant problem. It's a huge problem in our culture today. It's one of many reasons why it's like I am steadily realizing, essentially, as a streamer, I have to just keep a distance from my fans, no matter what. Raw Gold, I think, is the name. Raw Gold. Yeah, no. I was confused as to where you were at, so I thought you were more aware. Oh, dude, we have like 54 blocks of raw copper. Which, if I take that, let's see here. If I put it through there, I get 9 crushed raw copper. If I can do this guy, I get 1 bit. Okay, so it's just 1 to 1. And then if I use this, I get either 1 copper or 9 copper and clay. Well, I don't really need that. So it's really just I get... Yeah. I probably did a little bit because I was very confused and I'm already like... Yeah, no, this is one of those situations where it's kind of like, okay, I definitely need to address the problem because it's one of those like I don't think people realize like this is going to become a bigger issue. And at this point, I mean, I don't know that you can be a content creator nowadays and not like essentially make it clear your rules of engagement and make it clear like I am not going to and you have to basically like go beyond a shadow of a doubt to make it clear that things like this are not going to happen, right? And I say it that way because it's not. Yeah, there needs to be a clear boundary because I think one of the problems is if you don't have a clear boundary, you will mess up. Period. So all these need to be squashed. Man, this is gonna take a while. I might have to take this guy and put it on a assembly line. Yeah. Yeah, no, and that's the thing. Now mind, as far as Chris Tyson is concerned, I'll phrase it this way. I'm not going to go in detail on the subject solely because there's a lot to uncover and there are a lot more, and I don't want to accidentally get libel and Mr. Beast. How to put this? Mr. Beast is very, very defensive of his brand. You know, maybe rightfully so. This being said, I am not going to be an idiot and I'm not going to get myself in a position where for some reason I get myself, you know, sued or something. I don't want that. So I'm not going to explain everything. This being said, I mean, there is no physical way that, oh my gosh, I have so much copper. I might have enough copper actually. I just need to get it all smelted, which I don't have a smeltinator at the moment, but I do know who has some, and I might go over there and smelt all this up at least. And then see if he has some other stuff. Because this is supposed to be the smelting floor, but I haven't gotten to it yet. So no, okay, I don't have one. But I can go this way. I can. Okay, there we go. Yeah, no, that's the thing, is like, and mind you, like, I think that there's some level of relationship that you can have with, you know, minors as a content creator. This being said, it's a very, 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 very strict boundary that you have to set, and it's like, no DMs. Frankly, I'm getting to the point where it's like, unless I know you exceedingly well, and I know you're an adult and all a bunch of other stuff, I may have to get to the point where it's just DMs are off. And to some degree, like, I think that's inevitable for every streamer, solely because there's weirdos anyways that you have to worry about. And those weirdos force you to have to close your DMs up. Yes, that is correct, and that's why I'm trying to expound very quickly. But if someone tries to take it out of context, I have the full recording too. So, yeah, no, I'm not going to take this lightly. Mind, I am a person who wholeheartedly believes that, you know, it's just wisest to stay above board at all times, as often as can. Yeah, like I'm talking like it's got to be very specific circumstances. And truthfully, the more and more I think about it, the more and more it's like, they're really outside of like quite literally being your kid or like your nephew / niece. I don't see any reason. And once you're there, it's like that's no longer content creator. That's family. And even then, you know, it's like, sadly, there's crap that happens there too, honestly, which is annoying. To your crushing wheels, saw blades, that strips stuff. I wonder, that recipe for that guy. I can get a lot more planks, except for like that. Okay, never mind. Like, yeah. But I kind of stand by the fact that it's like, I think as a culture, oh, dude, I have to make 6 stacks. 6 stacks of fluid tanks. That's the crazy thing, though, is like, as a Minecraft content creator, you want to know what's happened to every single like ounce of competition I have in the last like 2 years? They either need to be in jail, for some of them, because I don't think they've been, you know, they've been canceled, but they haven't not been jailed. They have quit. Like, I realized recently, Il Mango has not posted a video in over 2 years. And still more, like, they've just changed content. Now, to some degree, I think it's because I think the Minecraft niche right now is just, in general, kind of changing directions, or is in need of serious revival. And that's not to say that, like, I don't know. I've been thinking about, like, at what point do you say, hey, this game needs to be retired? And, you know, is Minecraft coming to that point? I don't know. I feel like Minecraft is a game that can be reinvented. This being said, is it worth going that direction for Mojang? Oh, hey, Z. Oh, I see you have the creeper cape. Which, did I get that one? I don't know that I got that one. Let me see here. I have this one. I don't think I have the tooling to change my cape live. Hello. I gotta make so many barrels. How's it going? Oh, copper? Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then, oh yes, that's perfect. Okay, that will get me, yes, that will get me to where I need to be as far as copper. Thank you. That has saved my life, and now I gotta smash all of that. Hello, Pedro. Welcome. Oh, yes, that's the other thing. Oh, as far as planks, let me see here. I should be good. I have a ton of logs at my base from when we cleared out the one thing. Oh my gosh. I will make sure to return some of these tanks to you, or I will actually ship you an entire case of lava to make your own infinite lava source. Because, yeah. Luckily, once I have one infinite lava source in the overworld, theoretically, we could just make a really long pipe. Something evil, you say? I hope nothing bad happens with me building an artificial sun right above my base. This is not the direction to my base. How's everybody feeling? How's everybody doing? The last, like, 2 weeks has been like a fever dream, honestly. My gosh. Content farms are one of those things like... Want me to smelt the copper ore? I don't think I need any more smelted. What I need is I need to go to my press. Children, young children, and that's why they're honestly the worst, in my opinion, because they prey on children. I mean, young children. So it's kids that are put on an iPad and then left on that iPad. And it just automatically brings up the next one. That's one of like 100 reasons why. I don't know. There's some point where I think because there are parents who are lazy. There's sadly probably no other reason for that other than there are parents who just don't want to be bothered to raise their own children. Yeah. And that's honestly why I think they've become more and more inappropriate over time. I think I'm gonna have to make like 4 of these, or at least 2 of them. Oh yeah, no. Why bother raising them or taking the kids out if they can? Yeah. I will say this though. I think they're going to die. And that's thanks to both Gen Z and Gen Alpha, at least for a couple years. I'm not going to say they'll die forever because I think everything is cyclical. And so ultimately, they'll die for about 6 months to a year, and then they will come back to life, you know? Hopefully they're dead for longer than that. But most Gen Z plus that I have talked with have almost all kind of been like, that have kids, of course, are like, my kid's not even seeing a tablet or TV till they're like 5 or 6. And even then, it will be heavily controlled educational games, and that is all. Which I applaud them if they actually stick to it. I don't know if any of them have stuck to it, but if they have, that's awesome for them. If they haven't, well, you know, I think their kids are going to be a little messed up, sadly. I'm not going to deny that one. What am I doing? What's going on? But yeah. I thought that Monster School got booted. Did they come back again? Oh no, Monster School is never for kids. I remember venting my frustrations about that months ago. I thought they had it's come back. Of course it's come back, because we can't have anything good in this world, or innocent. Why? I know why. I don't know why. You know, like, this is one of the things that, like, as a Christian, I had to put out a TikTok, because this is where most of the outrage I've been hearing is. about the like Olympic Games and why I think Christians shouldn't be like freaking out over it, even though, yes, like I agree that what happened there was definitely at a minimum questionable, but I would definitely say inches towards blasphemy, inches towards, you know, being just vile. But I'm like, what do you expect, right? I put it this way: is the world is going to be the world. As a Christian, we must acknowledge that fact. If we don't, well, we're gonna make ourselves look like fools, I think, more often than not, and that's going to make people, you know, question our sanity, things like that, like stuff that probably isn't even valid most of the time. Do I have an extra belt? I feel like I should have an extra belt, but I don't. Why do I not have another belt? Can I steal a belt from somewhere? Can't, but I could. I think I might set this up in here because I kind of just want to get this started. And so I need to take a shaft out of here. 2, 3, 4, and then we'll just put one of these here. Oh, apparently I overstressed the system. Try removing the fan. Still overstressed. Okay, there we go. That'll be enough. Okay. And so I need to do boosh, 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 boosh. And then I need to take and I need more funnels, or I need chutes. Or a hopper. 2 hoppers. That's what we'll do. I can take one belt, put it across here. And then what I can do is I can also take this guy and have it go right there. Okay. And then what I can do is I can take and, but yeah, no, Monster School, all of that is just, I get why people do it. It's to a degree, like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh my gosh, I don't know why people would do, you know, something cheap and dirty and to make bunches of money. I don't know. What the? And this is why I also think YouTube Kids is quite literally the least child-friendly platform advertised to kids. Mm-hmm. That is, no. I kind of wish I had eye bleach right now. That's where I'm gonna put that one. That is rancid. Mm-hmm. Not a single good thing there. Oh, I forgot that this is like quite literally balanced. Almost perfectly. Block. I need to put a block there. We'll put this scaffolding. There we go. That'll do it. Like, I'm sorry, but these platforms like YouTube definitely need to get ahead of this problem. Because if they don't, the actual legal system will. And bluntly, I don't think the legal system's solution to the problem will be the most beneficial for content creators, if I am honest. Mostly, and I say that mostly because I know how bad most of the solutions our government presents are. So, duh. Okay, I need to make another belt. I should have more. I should have some spare copper. Well, not copper, kelp, dried kelp. Right in here. There it is. I need to take it over to crafting table. Okay, one. I think I'll go ahead and make all of them I can. Hey, Helix, how's it going? We're talking about the craziness that's been going on in the last, like, 2 weeks. Which, FYI, I just have to say, like, in the world of US politics for the last 2 weeks, stuff has been nuts. Overstressed. Seriously, you can't handle 2? Bruh. Let me get up top here. Like, I don't know, like, what the heck happened in, like, 2 weeks? It just feels insane. Like, what we had Trump being shot, we had Biden stepping out, we've had a couple other things too. I mean, it's faster than it was, so that's meh. Now I have a bunch of junk in my inventory. This can go in here. This guy can go in here. I can go ahead and set down some of this stuff. 2 and 3, and then minecart. Where's my rail? Should have a rail. That's weird. Why do I have a random 3 bits of basalt? Okay. Now. Me. But yeah. So, okay. We need a total of 12 stacks of the copper plates. So that's 9-ish. 10. 11. Gotta put that in there. So I just need 12. Boosh. Okay. We'll go ahead and start continuing to craft up all of our barrels because we need still a ton of those. 26. Okay. Gotta put a barrel out here. Gotta start putting barrels in the barrel. To barrel it. Oh no. Okay. Let me see it. Let me see it for a quick second. Okay. Yeah. I think I'm good. Yeah, no. I don't want to know more. I think I'm good. Yep. Yeah, no. I'm sorry. Monster School as a whole is one of the things I don't get why people tolerate it. Honestly. It's one of those, the people who tolerate it, I think, I don't think any human tolerates it. I just think that, you know, they barely skirt the algorithm's detection. But yeah. Oh yeah, the OG one, to my knowledge, was actually really good. It was one of those like foundational content systems. And I think at some point, at some level, it was all like fairly good. Oh, hey, Helix is on. And And then other people start picking up the art style. Other people, I mean, I think we'll see the same thing happen. Like, you know, and I know a lot of people say Skibbity Toilet is like pure brain rot, for example, but I think like it had actual lore and stuff, but I guarantee you, for example, that one will 100% be, you know, converted into a content farm like that. The back rooms, all that, and they'll all get conglomerated into kind of one thing as well. Because if I'm not mistaken, the analysis of this, what is it called? It's not sledge content. Sledge content is like the shorts and stuff where you have two videos side by side, which I don't know why that is so stinking popular, but it is. Okay. Sort. Okay. Log. Okay. Take. Log out. But yeah, that's not shocking. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm the oddball in that I kind of like expect people to just fall to the lowest common denominator, which 100% is like maybe not the best way to look at life, but it's one of those like, what do you expect? What do you expect out of people? Do you expect people to be better than that? Honestly, I don't. Like, boosh, skadoosh, skadoosh. So many barrels. But yeah, I am hoping that the world of content creation does take a better turn. I definitely think there's some level of, I mean, I'll be honest, I think platforms like YouTube focus way too much on influencing politics and focusing on ads. I think the future of the internet is a sponsored, and I do mean like sponsored as in direct payment sponsorship based system, meaning like a YouTube video. So I'll give an example from my perspective, right? I'm a content creator and I play video games. And so what it might be is that my monetization, right? Once I reach a certain number of followers, YouTube now has an agent that will go out and help me make more content. And they talk with me and they figure out, oh, hey, these are games that this guy's really good at. And hey, there's this game coming out. Would you like to play it? And they'll pay you, you know, $5,000. You say it's sponsored. They give you a free key. You get a free game out of it. All that. I think that's honestly a good deal, right? If I got there's a game I want to play called Tectonica, right? If they gave me a sponsorship, they said, hey, we're going to give you $1,000 and we want you to play your game. I'll play it, at least, you know, to give it an honest review, give it a good playthrough, or give it a playthrough and then say, hey, like, here's my feelings on the topic, and maybe you know, there's some level of agreement on how these things work, because I definitely think there's like a direction we can go that's mutually beneficial for the most people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 10 more barrels. 10 more barrels. Wow. We'll go ahead and just make all those into that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What's wrong with me singing? Actually, usually that means that I'm in good spirits, which, yeah. It's just say that's been a minute. Okay. Thank God. Okay, we are officially done with crafting all the barrels needed for this project. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. FYI, I am testing out the chapter markers today. I'm manually putting them in. So if there's something funny, just mention it. And currently I only have 3 in my little list here. It's memes, recording points, which that one's just one where I'm going to put it myself. And then deep thoughts. I mean, that already sort of exists. All the barrels for this project. That doesn't mean all the barrels I will ever need. It just means all the barrels that I need for the immediate future. 1, 2, 4. Okay, I can take 2 stacks out. Start getting crafty. Like, look at all the mats that go into that. 2 stacks right there. It's crazy to think that it only takes 6 stacks of whatchamacallums to fill to actually get to 10,000 though. That's what's insane to me. Well, 9,000, sorry. You need about probably like 2 stacks more to really get to 10,000. So I definitely think that in order for a good sponsorship ecosystem to exist, there needs to be a willingness to receive criticism. So it depends. I think if you are a high quality content creator, and you give a bad review, like, here's how I put it. If I'm going to give a company a bad review, no matter what, I'm always, actually, probably always, I would reach out to them anyways, and say, hey, like, I played your game, here's my criticisms, because I don't think you should ever give a review without not giving some level of like, hey, I think these are things you should improve, because there's no such thing as the perfect game. Every game needs some work, right? And so it's all about how you respond to those things. And, you know, I think to some level, if the game knows that the only way that they're going to get new people to play their game is to sponsor people to play it, maybe. But then again, you're right. Like there's going to be companies who don't risk it. Like NVIDIA. NVIDIA does not send their stuff out to anybody who's going to criticize them. But the other side of that is anyone who wants to criticize them won't go and ask for that too. I mean, that's the thing. I think there's a slippery slope on all sides. Now, I'll also say this too. I think that there needs to be a more robust and dynamic ad system. So like, why is YouTube saying, well, we're just not going to put YouTube ads period on your video and not make it to where it's like, hey, as an advertiser, you're responsible for saying we're not going to put ads on the video. And if you want us to notify a creator on that topic, then here's an API or here's this thing. And now it's like, hey, Charmin blacklisted your content from all advertisements. Okay, cool. I don't know why Toilet Paper is advertising on a video game content creator, right? Or maybe we'll say Mojang, right? Mojang has stopped all ads on your channel. Okay, now I'm concerned. Like, hey, what did I do? And that honestly would be the perfect solution. I don't think YouTube would do that. Because what people don't think to some degree is some of this is about controlling the narrative. It's controlling what people talk about, which sucks because I think there's a lot of stuff that's going to cause bigger problems in the future. Now, of course, you have your more free speech based platforms like Rumble. Ironically, I have posted a selection of my channel content up on there. I'm not going to say that it's all of it, but yeah. I was not using the saw helix. I know you're. I know. I'm supposed to be. I should be doing that, but I don't have a saw set. Like, dude, I barely have anything I need here, man. But I want to get this sun made. Hmm. Oh no, yeah, no, I'm gonna just milk GF's setup for as long as I can without having to build it myself, solely for the sake of building it. Just 2 saws in a row. Yeah, no, I have 1 saw, and at one point I had 2, but then one of them went missing. Where is my saw? Oh wait, I have more than 1 saw. Because of that one contraption. I don't have 1, or I don't have 2. I have 16. I could literally make a 4-wide parallel version of what I have right now. I'm half tempted to make a 3rd stamper solely to speed up this process. I do not want to be waiting around for plates. Like, this is why in every factory you basically have like some form of a request system, I feel. Because holy cow, do you need a lot of stuff to get any of this done. Why is this not wanting to take items? Like, breathe. Oh yeah, no, the double standard of YouTube ads content, like content restrictions. I feel like objectively, if these are things where I know that it's a corporate decision, and it's kind of like what's the best for the bottom line at the company, right? Oh, I didn't know that. You know what? I'll just stand here. Stand here and ramble. Rambledy. But yeah, no. This is something that a lot of content creators have highlighted. It's like, you do something slightly sketchy and these advertise and you'll get demonetized. But these ads can be like the most vile garbage known to man, and they will still, you know, be allowed on the platform. It's like, what the heck are you doing? Why is that allowed? And what can we do? You know, the problem isn't just why is it allowed, it's what can we do to change that, right? How can we change these things? And in all truth, like, there's part of me that, you know, would like to call these out, but I'm a small fish. I wonder, does this command actually work? Interesting. What? No, Green's live? Bruh. Any chance of me getting any new viewers is gone. MCC? Yo. Oh. The temptation to just end stream. Blah, 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 blah. Cheering on favorite content creators. Yeah. Oh, the temptation. I also like Smallish Beans. I'm assuming he's on the same cup. I don't know who Dan is. Is he in the same group? Oh man, do I just I should just try to join MCC. That's not happening for a very long time. I'm not even that good of like I should get back into mini games. Me, Blue, GF, and Dragon Tree, who's a another friend from our little group. We were working through the new prison map for Hypixel Zombies, but I don't think Hypixel is going to last very long, honestly. It's one of those... It's just not... It's not going... Part of me thinks they're sabotaging their server. Part of me also is realizing that, like, there's some level of... I'm not going to deny that Mojang has made it very difficult for servers to monetize themselves too. Like, it's not a trivial task anymore. Which, mind you, to some degree, I kind of agree with Mojang's decisions, but then to some degree, I also am like, okay, how far can we go as well? Pay to win always sucks, and I will always stand by that. I have stood against multiple pay to win server. Well, not multiple, like 2. You know, there's in theory some level of pay to win in some things, but which version of are you talking crates? I don't think the crates are very pay to win, personally. They're just cosmetics. Oh, I agree that it's gambling now. That one I couldn't agree with, and I'm not a huge fan of it. But honestly, after like 6 months, they get boring, and there's no reason in bothering with them. I'm very nervous about that. One, two, three, four, 5. Okay, so we're on our last stack. How much more of this do we have? Oh, we have way more than we need here. Here, is this less than 5? Yeah, that's less than 5. So what we do is we go boom, boom. Hopper, hopper. There we go. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be hopping back and forth to Discord all that much, but yeah. Like, YouTube's systems need work. I definitely think, I'll put it this way. I know that there is a political bend to all of that too, just due to some of the people I listen to. I actually am very deep into politics. I like politics a lot. And I could talk about it for a good while. But I can say this. I don't know that I would ever make a YouTube channel dedicated to politics. And the reason being is, well, YouTube kind of sucks when it comes to actually like being, I'm gonna say even keeled. They're not moderating in a sense that I would agree with. In that, like, second or third channel, maybe one of these days. It's one of those, I debate on it every now and again. Seriously? Is there a max height? No. Bruh. There is a maximum height for these things. Now that is what we legally classify as infuriating. It's actually not shocking. Okay. But it's like half of it. Hold up. No, that's like a quarter. Oh boy, this is gonna be a long one. Oh boy. Okay. And we're gonna want to add one layer between each of these two. So if that's, see, I don't even know how many layers I have. 2, 3, 4, 5. And that probably means, yeah, that's the last one. Okay. I'm probably going to go ahead and do 2 by 2. I'm going to have to redo my paths. Negative try what? Try to add. I am currently of the confuddled. I should put a third tank right here and just make it like a rocket. That's what I should do. Honestly, that's not a bad idea.
You only had 1 left in hotbar, you need 9.
I have a thing that auto replenishes my hotbar. I have a mod that does that for me because I am far too lazy to deal with it myself. Yes, I know it's lazy. Holy cow. That is a rocket. Try what? Oh, like going up on the, okay, I see what you're saying. Okay. Yes, I can. I can give it a shot. Because if they do, that would be helpful. FYI, yes, I am drinking from 2 completely separate cups. One of them is lemongrass tea, and one of them is coffee. I have learned that brown sugar in coffee grounds is good, but it can also be overdone because I've been sipping on this coffee since very early this morning. I will say it is really good, and putting salt in it also helped increase like the potency of the caffeine. So I feel like I've drank like 6 shots of espresso. I haven't enabled that command yet. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Well, now we gotta take this whole thing down. So Crazy Smile, you were correct. Hydrate. This is tea. Now, I do probably need to get my actual water bottle, put the electrolyte in it. I think I have figured out some of the stuff with my physical health, but I want to... Sadly, I don't see my actual doctor till December, and I will be telling him my theory because I had some very, very particular symptoms that I cannot prescribe to anything else except like except for 1 or 2 things. But yeah, only Matt Pat. What is only Matt Pat? What? Now I need... No! No! You have to be even! Also, 727... Hold up. Feel like I don't need this top layer. Because I already have 1,000. Oh! Okay, Matt Pat. I thought I saw only Matt Pat first off. But, that... Yoink. Let me pull up my calculator again. Where's my chat? Where's my chat? Ah, there it is. Okay, 720 times 4. I know I should be able to do this math in my head. I am lazy. I thought, what? I thought I said 6 stacks of... What? No. No, it hasn't. I've been enjoying their newer stuff. Did I do my math wrong? Because I only need 9,000. So possibly. I mean, I don't think saying it's dead is the appropriate thing there. 792 plus 216 times 2, because I have another one. That's the thing. It's changed, and I don't know. There's a part of me that's like, I think it's very disrespectful to say a channel's dead. The other thing is, just like I was saying, MatPat has in fact worked on his own lore thing that he's working on the side, which doesn't shock me. I believe I calculated it out to be 24 buckets. So I have 216 times 2 plus 792. Okay, so I have 1,224 buckets worth in my other storage. Hold up. Okay, 1 is 8. 8 times 4 is in fact 32, and 8 times 9 is 72. Oh, how did I get... Okay, 216 divided by 9. 3 by 3. Oh, it's 207. Yeah. Yeah, so it's 8 buckets. So 1,000. So we'll say 10,000 10 minus 1.224 times 123, because I have to get that math back right. Okay, so I have 8,776 left. Then I want to divide that into groups of 8. So I need 1,097 tanks. And then if I divide that by 64, that means I needed 17 stacks, not 6 stacks. By golly, this is gonna take a while. I showed it at the beginning. So where is it? Ah, this guy. So we assemble a cart, we assemble a little minecart doohickey, and we put all these tanks on that minecart guy. And then we take that over to the nether, and then I can show you guys my little nether gathering station, which I am probably now going to have to expand now that I'm thinking about it. Mr. Sandman. Actually, why am I not building all of this down on the nether well so that it can be filling while I'm working? Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. So I have... Wait, my hurt. So I have this station here, and this and this is an endless lava source. So that means that these guys won't ever empty, and I can essentially just take and extend it further out. I will have to add more sort power, though. I mean, yeah, I can do chunk loading. The thing is that I still need the tanks, because I would like to just take all of it in like one trip. And so I need a total of how many more stacks? I need 17 stacks. I have 6 stacks, which means I need 11 more stacks. We'll go ahead and say 12 more stacks. Z, if you're terraforming with sand, rule 1 is make all of the underlying substrate out of like stone or something. That way you're not having to manually figure it out. Bah, 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 bah. Oh, yeah, no, I can understand. That's got to be exceedingly frustrating. Bah, beer, brr, brr, brr. Okay. In order to do that, we need 24 seconds. Oh my gosh. Do what still? Ooh, these are some very large towers. Bum ba dum ba dum bum 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 bum. I don't know that I could do that personally. Like I have tried doing that in the past when I was like younger, and my brain just will not like thoroughly, like even if I don't know, like I've never even done like, I mean, mind you, I've played like Mordor, for example, in Battle for Middle Earth, but still. Okay. Bum bum bum. Bum bum. $33 more. Okay. So 720 divided by 8 is 90. So each one of these is 90. The 90 tanks. So I have 4 times 90. And then, so 4 times 90 divided by 64. So we're divided by 64. Okay, so that is about 6 stacks, basically. Just about, not fully. No, I don't think so. Not off the top of my head. Not at the moment. I'm probably going to have to make a drill to drill down. Oh, I have been DM'd. Where have I been missing? Okay, there. Where's my chat? There it is. Okay. I had a dream and it was called. Okay. Yeah, I may have the wood part needed, though I will have to still craft a bunch of stuff. Let's see here. I have gold, but I don't have. Oh, okay. I have a bunch of copper still, so I might have enough stacks of copper to get away with this. And yes, I say get away with it because this is probably the most ridiculous project I have heard of for Create. Is just straight up making the 10,000 tanks. I'm probably going to make one contraption and then I'll just like bring it over to people. You know, it's like, oh, do you want your own infinite lava source? You make the hole and I can fill it. Because once I have this guy, like all I have to do is make like a station where I can fill this up. I can literally make this like an orbiting station or something. Make it something that I put on one of GF's trains. You know, it's like, oh, you need lava? Yeah, I know. 10,000. 10. I don't think people like fully grasp that number. I don't think I fully grasp that number. Honestly, I need to clean up my inventory. I'm really bad about that. Inventory management is like, that is one of the things I think I like least in most survival games is the inventory management side. I would like more game, like, okay, sure, your inventory gets full, but like, I would rather have the ability to basically have like a storage point thing, and I have access to it, and I just can expand this like infinite storage zone, which I know there are Minecraft mods that do that, but a dream of you flying around, oh, and everyone yelling, what? 22 cubed. Isn't 10K? No, 10K is not 10 cubed. What is 10 cubed? I should know this. It's 1,000, right? Yes, it's 1,000. Have a whole engine. I have a software's master's degree. Don't know what 10 to the third is. You know what's crazy right now? My GPU is only at like 30, is only using like a third of its power. Like, that's crazy. You know what else is crazy? I was crazy once. They put me in a room, a rubber room with rats. The rats made me crazy. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. Actually, I need like 3 empty slots. Boing, boing. 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 And then barrel. Okay. There we go. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Let's go. Okay. Now that all of those have been converted,
Crazy, I was crazy once. They locked me in a round room and only fed me bagels. Bagels, I love bagels. Bagels are round, the sun is round, the sun is yellow. Bananas are yellow, bananas have spots.
oh, there we go. The advantage of modded Minecraft. I have this as a convenience item. So many barrels. Crazy. It was crazy. Oh wait, okay. And just like that, diabetes. 256.
Old people have spots.
Times 2.
Old people have long lives. Life, that's my favorite cereal. Once I got it for $10. $10, that's crazy. Crazy, I was crazy once.
Honestly, I don't like cereal that much anymore, actually. It's just kind of meh. Like, it's edible, I guess, in theory. Let's see here. Those are logs. Those are planks. We're going to get all... Okay, that's all the planks. Those are all the slabs. Okay. And I... Okay. Now that we have all that done, ba, 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 ba. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, seriously? How about you? I do not dance. One, 2, 3. Okay, that should be way more than we need. I mean, I can do time lapses. It's been a while, though. Okay, we may have too many slabs now. Pretty sure that is like all slab. Okay. Well, I'm working on a video right now. I've got a video concept. I'm just having to test out the feature set because it is far from simple, is how I'm going to put it. Oh, there we go. Planks. I mean, honestly, like redstone is one of those harder topics to really find stuff that's like new and innovative too. That's one of the things that like, when I think about what I'm really good at, like, fun fact, do you know what my most successful content is? Like what I'm actually known for, apparently? No, I don't think the fad of the crafter has died. I just think that it's more subtle than everyone expected because Minecraft did it well and did it efficiently. You have access to my back end, but yes, I am actually known for my Litematica content, not my Minecraft content, or not my redstone content, as well as my Prism tutorial. Like that's the content that I am getting hundreds of thousands of views every day. I think the only other branch of my content, I can probably pull that up here in a second. Let me go to sleep. Yeah, well, here's the thing: is like there's only so many Litematica tutorials now. I could make a new one because my old ones are like trash. Let me see here. I'm gonna go here, close that, click on that. Let's see here. I just set my channel out today too. If I go to my analytics, just go to what regularly is getting views. So I have some like periodic views like on the Mace Wither Kill Chamber, some Minecraft predictions. I do get stuff on the crafter still. You know, the crafter has basically become kind of a utility item, but still almost all of it. Ironically, someone watched a bunch of people watched a really old Hypixel live stream. Like I just got like 7 views on that randomly in the last 24 hours. That's weird. But yeah, most of my redstone content does not get a lot of views, but when I do make something really good, it does get really successful. And the problem with really good redstone content is it takes forever. So I've got like a bunch of stuff. I don't think it's bots because of how it's grouped together. I very much doubt that. Yes, there are web scrapers, but they won't show up in your view count. And not for a really obscure piece of content like that. Like it's a random live stream. I need way more planks. Way more planks. Bop. 2, 3, 2, 3. Okay. Now. I think I'm just gonna have to put up all the slabs. I'm pretty sure we have enough barrels at this point. I'm in the last 15 minutes of food stuff, then I can help with planks. Yeah, I think I might be good on planks. I should have actually like calculated how many I needed of each item and just crafted that much. But for now, we're just gonna see where we're at. Where are we at with everything? Oh, I should have way more than enough of all the stuffs. Okay. Black sheep. Hast thou any wool? No, sir, the wolf ate it all. I watched PurpleCraft season over 5 times. I would disagree. I've been enjoying season 10. I think there's nostalgia for new season 7 of Hermitcraft, but I don't think it peaked then. And I don't think that, and I definitely think that there will be a resurgence if Minecraft continues. This being said, this is kind of the question. Should there be a point where Minecraft dies? Should there be a point where Mojang says, hey, it's time to put the game up? It's time to be done, right? Because I do think that is 100% a valid question. The older I'm getting, the more and more I realize, like, there's a time and a place for a game to just die and things like that. Yeah. That's true. That is, yeah. And that's the thing is, like, I think the question is, you know, if they were to put it down, why? Why would Mojang put it down? And I think the only reason to put a game down, to stop building on a game, we have officially reached 4,000. Yeah, I definitely think there's a point where they need to say, yeah. Well, I only need nine, so it's actually, it's only 5K, but that's still a lot. Holy cow, these things are huge. And I definitely think there's a point where, I mean, truthfully, as a brand, I think there's some redstone stuff to do, an end update, and then I think, you know, for a series of updates, they just need to be, hey, we're going to fix as many bugs as we can. We're going to try to unify the code base. And I'll be blunt, I think Mojang should stop worrying about using add-ons in the marketplace to monetize. I think they have a far richer marketplace in merch sales. I personally believe wholeheartedly that they focused on merch, on the merch a little bit more, and maybe doing like capes or something. It would I think they could monetize this game for development way into the future. But either way, I definitely think that, you know, if Mojang were to stop updating the game, mods will still be updated, things like that. Heck, I even think there will be mods that will do the rest of the development and fix all the bugs for them. Oh yeah, no, I would too. I mean, there's a point where if, you know, if they can make it to where the sales of the game or the sales of game related items, yeah, that's true. They also have Lego stuff that they're selling. Like, that's the thing. Merch for Minecraft is massive already. But when it comes to Hermitcraft, I don't think people get that, like, they're bringing on younger members already. So if you're focused, you know, when I started watching Gemini Tay, Pearl, Joe, and some of the newer hermits, as well as like Tango. Mind you, most of these people, their full-time job is content creation. And most of them have content now outside of Minecraft as well. And I definitely think like there's a time to take a break. And the problem is that if you're only in it for like one content creator, then yeah, Hermitcraft will die. If you watched Hermitcraft for Biffa, guess what? Hermitcraft died way long ago, right? Because Biffa has not made any Minecraft content in years, actually. I don't know the last time he made any Minecraft content, actually. But Biffle plays indie games. He's huge in the City Skylines 2 area. And so it's like, sure. Yeah, that's the thing. I think that Hermitcraft knows, like, all of their days as content creators are numbered. I definitely think there's a lifespan for a content creation career, at least in like one genre. I think ultimately every content creator, they reach a peak where in a genre of content creation and eventually lose interest in it. And then they just need to change direction. I think you see that with in particular, Mumbo right now. He is rebranding himself, and to some degree, I think it's that he is trying to learn new things. He's trying to become reinterested. So you're with uploading. Now he's back full time. Yeah, that's the thing. And I think what you'll see is Hermitcraft will wind up going in cycles too. Now, I would say this, if I were to be making Hermitcraft a lifelong brand, which I don't think they're doing that, but if they were to, and mind you, they are getting more money. They're getting different ways of doing things. Like they have a whole trading card game. So to say like they have a literal game made out of Hermitcraft stuff from a season ago. And it was just fun, crazy stuff going on. I think that this current season is the most interesting. I think it is. There's a couple things they're doing that I'm like, that's a little weird and a little experimental. But yeah, and I will say this too. I think YouTube as a whole is entering a new generation of content creation. And so everywhere on YouTube is kind of in this limbo state. I love Mumbo. He is honestly probably one of the reasons I started making content. But YouTube as a whole is in this limbo state between that hyper attention seeking content like Mr. Beast and like this authenticity, low editing content. Now, I genuinely don't know where that's going. I can tell you that zero editing content will never succeed on YouTube because if it did, live streams would be thriving right now. Live streams would make tons of views immediately after upload. I will say this though, live streams are picking up afterwards because what I have noticed is that a number of my live streams actually get more views after the live stream because I leave them public. If I actually put more time in my thumbnails and I figured out everything that was going on and I redid it and added chapter markers and really worked on the content creator SEO optimization, discovery optimization stuff for all of my stuff, guess what? I think I could probably go full time off of just doing live streams on YouTube. Personally, yes, Twitch would be easier. This being said, I don't think Twitch is going to last long. And honestly, there's a lot of stuff going on with Twitch. Honestly, one of the many reasons why I probably won't go to Twitch, they never put charges up against Dr. Disrespect. And if he did anything actually illegal, I'm sorry, but yeah, Twitch is doomed to death. And I think that's why YouTube is not investing in live streaming right now, because they have no real extreme long-term competitor in the live streaming space. They don't, because Twitch can't succeed. And that's the thing. Now, mind you, I could, do all my stuff on Twitch, record, like live stream everything to Twitch, actually be recording it well, put in my little chapter markers, and then I could upload it afterwards. Yeah, I know. No, what they should have done is my personal opinion of what they should have done with Dr. Disrespect. They did not have to necessarily go public with everything that happened. Okay, sure, maybe he pays them for that. This being said, if he did something actually illegal, it shouldn't be oh, hey, like, okay, we don't release it publicly. Okay, fine, maybe. I'm not too sure how I feel about that. But what they should do is say, but we are reporting it to the police, and the police are going to do what they're going to do with it. And they should have receipts of when they did that, and then be able to say, you know, we sent, you know, such and such information to Officer John Doe at the LA Police Department. Here's all the information, or we got in contact with this FBI agent and they were in charge of the case and they said this. It does appear that they weren't able to do anything with that information. Okay, fine. They ban him. He's been reported. They did their due diligence. They did not do their due diligence, and bluntly, YouTube doesn't do it either. And yes, to some degree, it is on the people who were harmed. But there's some level of, okay, maybe you should, yeah. Oh yeah, no, that's the thing. You know, it's like with the Chris Tyson stuff and all of that. Mind you, the Chris Tyson stuff, that apparently happened like a number of years ago. And no one. Oh yeah, no, swatting and raids though, are a thing that's already in YouTube. Did you know that YouTube has a raid mechanic just like Twitch? They don't call it a raid. As a matter of fact, I don't even know how to use the button. But like I could forward y'all to another live stream right now. Do I know how to do that? No. Could I do that? Yes. Would I do that? Probably. If there was someone who I really wanted to do that with. But to my knowledge, I you know, it's one of those, I do wish that YouTube actually like put a more concerted effort to make those things more viable. Dr. Disrespect is a massive Twitch live streamer. I think one of the first people to get an actual contract with Twitch, like for like exclusivity and various things. And then turns out that he was sending messages to minors in the whisper feature of chat, which is basically just the like /MSG thing. Yeah, he had like the sunglasses with the mustache. That was his thing. And then Chris Tyson was basically Mr. Beast's second-hand guy. Very problematic in general already. Before that, there was some stuff that was going on, and that, in my opinion, at least how everything seemed, stuff was already a problem anyways. You could kind of tell there was some stuff that he was doing outside of just this, but even then, like the last straw for Mr. Beast, I think, was he essentially got to the point where Mr. Beast could actually like report him and deal with the problem without risking being sued, which also tells me that Mr. Beast is up to some sketchy junk that he definitely shouldn't be too, in general, which isn't shocking. As a matter of fact, it's looking like Mr. Beast may actually be sued in the near future, which will be exceedingly interesting. That's going to be a fun event, to say the least. I'm going to have to figure out how to get liquid into all these. Oh my. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. I mean, that's the other thing is, so here's the thing, right? I think that From the creative perspective, the small channels actually have a chance of getting more views in the near future, because YouTube is actively working on the problem, because they are aware that essentially, small channels have a really hard time with discovery, which, okay, cool. They at least acknowledge that there's a problem. That's always a good thing to have, right? So now it's, how do they deal with it? And I think that they are now at least aware enough that they are like, hey, we actually need to deal with this one. Okay, but I think we have this all. So let's just count this. So we have 1872 times 4. So 1872 times 4. 481, or wait, yes, and then plus 216. And then I can add another 216 here, but YouTube itself is actively working to making it easier for content creators, for smaller content creators to be seen, and kind of improving that suggestion set, plus 440. Dag nabbit. I only have 8,360. So I need to do 10,000 minus 8360. So I need 1,640 buckets, which means that I need 250 or 3.2 stacks of those things. I will say that the content on YouTube, this is why I specifically am talking about how I feel like YouTube is entering this weird like state of limbo, because I think overall content direction is changing everywhere. Yeah, 205 whatchamacallums, and then I have to get all of the related bits and bobs. Okay. So I have enough barrels, so I'm good on barrels. Just need copper. So much copper. So the question is, how do you, as a small content creator, figure that out? You're making a bunch of planks. Are you going to change direction? Am I going to change a direction? I mean, in what way do you mean this? So, like, a stagnant YouTube channel is a dead YouTube channel, in my opinion. A YouTube channel that is fully stagnant. Every channel is changing at all times, mind you. There is, I have a giant stash of copper. Holy cow. Whee! I may have to make a third press. So yes, in some respect, I have no choice but to change, right? In other respects, I don't need, you also want to stay stationary, right? So like, what is your niche and things like that? Oh, no. Degenerate content is not where I'm going to go, because degenerate content will not lead to long-term success. The only case where I have seen that even remotely kind of successful is Logan Paul. And if you don't know about Logan Paul, in my opinion, the dude should be in jail. In the opinion of multiple people, the dude should be in jail. Because he is not a great guy. And he takes advantage of people way more often than you would think. But but people like Logan, but no, I don't think being, degenerate content is not going to lead to long-term success. I also don't think that flash mob, hyper attention-seeking content also leads to long-term success. Like we all know Mr. Beast is, Mr. Beast is the originator of the shock face thumbnail, ridiculous statement, I bought a yacht and burned it to the ground or something type of content. And personally, I think that we're going to see that style of content. As a matter of fact, we are seeing it. I don't think maybe y'all have noticed it, but it is fading very steadily. As far as Minecraft content goes, ironically, I've been seeing more and more like essays. And I think that that's because most of the Let's Play people out there, I think the concept of a Minecraft Let's Play has changed, because I don't think most people want to watch a real Minecraft Let's Play. Not honestly. Very few do, but like if you see the successful ones, like I just looked it up right now. And guess what? You want to know the only ones? I'm going to go ahead and pull it up in a non-signed in browser. Minecraft.
Sign in as guest.
That's valid, but okay. If I look at this, okay, random ad, Minecraft actual channel content, and then Ender Cup tournament. So that's MCC. That's obviously gonna be big right at the moment. Hunger Games, 100 days content. I built the Ultimate X. Okay, 1,000 days.
I'm gonna say
Minecraft Traps
is the new version of Let's Play.
Yeah, 100-day content. I'm not too sure how I feel about that. I will be honest. I'm not sure I'm huge on that type of content personally. Minecraft Surviving Jurassic Park. Here's what happened. It's a Minecraft hardcore. Let's see here. Looks like some Monster School animation stuff. And mind you, in general, Minecraft animation is picking back up. I do know this from my friend Blue Phoenix. He's working on a animation channel. All the bosses. So you got some modded content. Creepypasta mods. I'm just scrolling through these. Yeah, it's like all of the really like moderately sized. When you make a new account, it's really like this Minecraft hardcore content. And if you're looking for a Let's Play, I'm certain most of those are gonna be Hermit, iJevin. Let's see here. Which it seems like iJevin is not on actual Hermitcraft. Dan TDM. And then, yeah, 100-day, 1,000-day content. Yeah, I think there's some people. No, trust me, most of that content was not stuff that I would actually ever watch. I can tell you the difference is very stark. There's a reason why. So I swapped to when I say not logged in, I mean like I straight up went into an incognito tab. Yeah, like most of the 1,000-day, 100-day content, to my knowledge, most of it, because I've watched like one or two just out of curiosity, like, okay, what's the big deal? I should probably figure this out, as a content creator. Why is this important? And bluntly, I think here's why. Yeah, most are faked, most are cheat. Like, there's stuff that they're doing in 100 days of Minecraft that is almost physically impossible to actually do. Even as like an extremely serious Minecraft player, right? Like there's a maximum rate at which you can get stuff. So even if you are a speedrunner, and you beat the game really quickly, you're not getting, 10,000 diamonds unless you're ridiculously lucky. And the probability of 20 people being ridiculously, that's the thing. It's just like early Let's Plays. That's the thing too. You should make a 100-day. I should make one. And what I'll do is I'll make the Taj Mahal out of netherite.
The Taj Mahal?
That's actually a good one. Oh. Or baritone, yeah. Even then, though. Even then, like, baritone's not going to change the Minecraft player actual, like, speed, right? Baritone just automates it. Which, like, okay, fine. You could do... Here's the thing, right? Is baritone would actually be legitimate if you did an actual 100 days in Minecraft and you said, hey, what I'm going to do, though, is for, like, the first 10 days... I'm just going to have baritone run in mine for 24 hours, for the next, like, 24 hours. And I think that's, like, yeah. What the heck? See, like, a better shock value thing. The thing, though, is, too, is I think people don't get that Minecraft... The primary Minecraft audience is shifting downward in age now. And I think it's because most people our age, actually, that would be an interesting statistic, is like, is there like a organized list of, I have plenty of barrels now.
Well, there's 2 more stacks.
Yes, that will still be useful for storing some things. Yeah, that's the thing.
Like, oh, I can show them off right here. There we go.
Yep. Yeah, I know. I need to clean all this. I have learned a lesson about building in the process of this, is you build the utility of the build first, and then you make the build itself. I thought build the shell, then build the utility. No. You
need to build a very, very big shell for that to work out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing.
That's build a perimeter type deal.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I have learned many lessons with this season, and I've gotten a lot better about understanding things. But 100, so that's the thing, is I'm curious, I wonder if, like, there's an average age of, like, the Minecraft user base out there, like, organized by year. There's got to be some way Mojang can collect that data. I'm certain of it. Yeah, I at least need to have it in mind. And I think for me personally, like, this is one of the things too that I've learned about my video making process. I cannot do forward thinking content, meaning like Redstone Factory, I think it's doomed to fail. I know that that's kind of sad because I really like the idea of it and I think it's cool and I enjoy it. This being said, I have no clue what the next video and that's actually going to be. I have zero clue. I don't know the next step. And what I'm learning more and more is I should have fully completed the Redstone Factory concept, meaning all of the modules, all those things, and then come back and split that up into logical videos that I can make multiple of. There's a ton. I'll give you a sneak peek into the video I'm making next. I'm making a tunnel bore that takes advantage of a lathe to just collect diamonds, so you can AFK collecting diamonds, because for some reason there's not a single video of that on YouTube yet, which is really weird. And that's an interesting factoid too. Technical Minecraft right now is practically dead in its tracks. which is interesting. I do think to some degree, I have some theories on why, but I'm not gonna dive into that at the moment. Where was it going?
Crazy.
I mean, that I'm already there. I need to get those cubbies put in there, and I need to get Mia to come help with the Rivendell, or I need to just build it myself. Mia said that she wanted to help with Rivendell. But a tunnel bore, and it's like, okay, sure, I can make a tunnel bore, and then I can make a video on how to make the tunnel bore, but I could also make a video how to make one with an allay, but then I could also make a secondary one where the player can be in a different location, or you can have it much wider. So now I have 3 separate modules, and now I can make 2 different videos or something like that. Or like Dynmap, right? I realized I can make a clip for every single command in Dynmap, similar to what I did with like Matica. And guess what? Every single one of those is a short. And then from there, I can make, I think I estimated 5 videos, right? One that's like everything, right? All of it's compressed together. I'll have to make some transition clips, things like that. One that's for each type of area. So a line, a line or a polyline, an area, a circle, and a point. Okay, cool. And then I already have the other one up, actually, the 5th one, which is, or no, the 6th. Yeah. Because people like shorter answers to things. Dude, if I'm looking up a simple Minecraft command, I don't want to have to scrub through a 10-minute video. I don't. I just want to see the answer on how to properly use that command in a video, right? If I'm trying to figure...
Highly referenceable.
Yes, that's the thing. Mind you, I am definitely a person who, my best strength is search-based content for me. I am not necessarily your browse content guy. You got a question about Minecraft, you go to negative, right? You got a question about this, you go to negative. I have tried other formats, and I probably could, but yeah. Oh, dude. And that's the thing too, is like, if I get to the point where I can just make good videos, and I can be used as a reference for mods, and I'm willing to sit down and help mod makers rewrite. Like I was half tempted to put in a request essentially for Dynmap, because there's a lot of stuff in their marker docs that's just kind of confusing, wording and stuff. And I'm like, hey, like maybe this. That's the thing. Yeah, it's like if you just read the docs. You know, it's like I could set up a bunch of stuff for server admins. How do you set up Pterodactyl? How do you set up a Minecraft server with Forge and Fabric and all that? And there's like 100,000 tutorials that, bluntly, some of these tutorials haven't been updated in a long time. And yes, to some degree, they don't need to, but you know,
It'd be nice to have, if you have a more current one, people are going to search and look for the more current one. They'll trust the more current one more.
Here's the secret, okay? If there is a mod that you know, or if there's like a thing that, you know, it regularly has that update, like how to make a Minecraft server, that has not changed in years. Here's the secret. You make the video once. Oh, hey, Minecraft 1.21.1 just came out. I changed the title to now have 1.21.1, and I changed the thumbnail too. Guess what? Now it's the new year. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put in 2025 in the title. The video has not changed.
People have done that. I've seen that type of content.
Yeah, well,
Very
because
confusing on the search end of things. If you know you're looking for an older video, but if you're looking at for new, then it's so easy. And then you realize that, oh wait, this is an older video. Oh, it must still work.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like in general. Now, here's the thing. You're very rare. Most people will not go and read the docs. And honestly, for me as a 25-year-old with not a ton of time, my first thing is not to go look at the docs, because bluntly, 90% of mod docs, most game docs suck.
They're not well written most often.
Yes. A video.
They're made by technical people, not by people who are actually good at communicating their thoughts.
Yes. The video supplements it. Now, oftentimes I will pull up the video and the docs just so that I can look through stuff. I will use the video to help me get a general understanding. And that's the other thing. Yeah, other people don't even touch the docs at all. They think most non-technical, and ironically, a lot more server owners are not as technical as you think. They should be, but that's a whole nother problem. Where was I going?
I
had a point.
fishing rods with lure.
But a lot of people don't want to read the docs. A lot of the docs are just not that great. A lot of commands, like, dude, I spent almost 6 months trying to figure out replay mod by reading the docs. Back when I had that mentality of I should just read the docs. They should be technical. There are far fewer of them that are actually technical, and most of them that has come back and bit them in the butt. I'm not gonna lie there. I have heard of multiple, and what happens is they ultimately have to start paying a technical guy. Oh darn. Oh, I know. Here's the thing. Most Minecraft exploits, in my opinion, the best way to avoid them is just have a whitelist. Like, in my opinion, and yes, if you wish to be a good admin, but most people who are hosting a server aren't hosting it for 10,000 people. They're not hosting it for a lot of people. They're hosting it for like 5. Dude, my brother hosts a server for his kids. Most people don't even set it up in their own home. Anyone who's even thinking about building it, doing it in their own home is not a technical person. And most server owners are people who are going to go to Shockbyte. They're going to go to, everywhere else. And if they are to host and manage these things, they're going to do it on Shockbyte. They're going to do it on Bisect hosting, all of that type of stuff, where they're now trying to figure out how the heck do I set up Dynmap, right? And it's like, oh, hey, you need to make sure to have a port, and you need to make sure to have this, and you need to set up your how is it cringe? Like, really? I don't see how that's cringe. That's the thing. That's normal. This, there's very much a difference between being cringe and, I would say there's much hubris in assuming that you are the normal one.
Yes, you need to know how to set up firewall rules, but like, you can explain that.
Oh, yes.
And explain the risks.
I host it. I host it on a Linode server. Agreed. And there can be warnings about it. But the truth is, why would I want to host it in my own home anyways? Like, truthfully. I can tell you I don't. Not fully. Nothing. And most people assume that risk. Again, even I am more willing to assume that risk because they handle a lot of the stuff that I just don't have the time to deal with. Well, again, most people, I mean, here's the thing. Most people don't need that level of freedom, right? Most people aren't into hosting a home lab or something like that, which I think is an important thing to consider. How am I gonna get all this connected up? I might... how am I... Oh my lord. This is huge. Like, that's the thing. Most people, but that's the thing though. Most people don't care about that level of freedom. Most people, heck, most people are just trying to figure out how the heck do I host a Minecraft server, right? The average person is not, and that's the thing. You're not making content for the hyper-technical person. The hyper-technical person, they need videos outside of the Minecraft niche. Honestly, 99% of server ownership, you need stuff outside the Minecraft niche to do that right. Darn it. There we go. Okay, I think gotta figure out where I'm gonna go. But yeah. I don't know. Like, these are things that you have to think about when you are wanting to make content. Is who's going to watch it. Chat died.
Just walked away for a moment. What did I miss? Chat died.
Chat is unlocked. Did the chat lock itself? I did not lock the chat.
Well, no, it's set to subscriber only mode for a while.
Yeah, no, it should be. Yeah, that's weird. Maybe YouTube temporarily locked it. I do know, like, if somebody's getting, like, controversial. Oh, Z, do you see my giant rocket? My efficient rocket? If you know what that means. Don't bug me. I did not know they got this tall, FYI. Now I gotta figure out how to get that into the nether.
So what you do is you make it part of a create machine, or make it part of a create machine, or whatever you call those. I don't remember.
A contraption. Yeah.
And you pump lava into it, and it doesn't have to be that tall. It can just be in 3x3 sections.
Yeah.
Or 3x3x3 sections.
Yeah. I am hoping that Take-Two actually Take-Two sells the rights to KSP2, because I think that the developers were onto something with it, and I do think KSP2 had so much potential. I saw a lot of potential in that game because they actually made the UI good. The tutorials actually made sense.
Wait,
Someone
what
who
happened with Kerbal?
KSP2, the developers were all dropped.
Wait.
Yeah. Now, mind you, Take-Two was taking down a bunch of companies, and KSP2 was not going to be making money for years because they wanted to drop it way too early. And this is where it's like, I like the game, but there's a lot of times where these bigger companies are not doing the right thing, and it does drive me nuts. Just like with Helldivers, I will not be playing Helldivers 2 until they actually make it available in all of the original countries, instead of because what they've done is they've banned it in all the countries that can't have a PlayStation account, which probably means that ultimately that PlayStation account requirement will be coming back, which to me, it's just no. No, no, no. Okay, so now what am I doing? I need to get up top, I think, and connect all these via these guys. And then I can go from there, I think. I don't think you can overthrow them. I don't think that's actually physically plausible. This being said, I do think that there is a point where we have to say, hey, you know, like, I'm going to stand on my morals. I'm just not going to buy the game. I was actually about to buy the game, and then all that stuff happened. Yeah, no, don't embrace communism. That quite literally will kill millions of people. And I'm not joking about that. Communism has consistently, throughout history, led to the deaths of millions. Far fewer. Centralized planning has never worked. Like, even with rent control is quite literally one of the things that every economist is like, why the heck do people keep on suggesting this? It's a terrible idea. Okay, I just want to make sure I had the stuff for it. No, like, communism ultimately just leads to tyranny and so many other very terrible things, because human nature actually exists. And for communism to work, humans have to be not human.
Negative. These things are huge. I didn't realize they got that large. They're like nuclear rod.
Oh no, I could have made them actually longer. I'm half tempted to like take and figure out the optimum height to where they're all equal size instead of having the little tiny tip and then the 4 larger columns, but I'm not doing that. Oh, I know. Okay, no, this is like how to make a ridiculous Minecraft build 101. Does it count as a mega project? I feel like this counts as a mega project.
Yeah, 10K lava, that counts as a mega project.
Yeah.
It's on the small scale of mega projects, but it's still a mega project. Hey, at least you're not trying to make it with blaze cakes.
That is called how to get me to want to. I don't know. Words there. English. What is the English? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and make a ring of these guys, I think. And then I gotta figure out how to connect all of it.
You are 280 buckets short in this capacity.
In this capacity, I do have 216 there, and then I have a bunch underneath as well.
Okay.
So
this is, but to get, I don't know how to get these to properly share unless you just have them pumping. But yeah,
I have a pump that's gonna be feeding into this ring, and then the ring is connected to all of them. Okay, and then we'll connect to all those.
I've never tried that.
I'm pretty sure it'll work. I'm hoping it works. So what I'm about to do is that, then that, and then that. Oh no, now we got a bunch of DMs.
So, where's the nether end of this where you pump it? Where's the portal? I saw you go over there earlier, but I don't know how to navigate your base. Oh, Thanks, Z.
Okay. Where is my... I put it in that chest. That's right.
Okay, so you don't actually have this pumping into a tank yet. You just have it set up. Yes, no?
Yes, so I have the pumps in the nether setup, and then I need to have and then this is the tank I need to have connected. So to clarify on rent control, there are several other topics that intersect with it that need to also be addressed in order for anything to be long-term viable as well. I will highlight that. So an example is mega corporations should not be able to own rental properties, right? If you're an asset manager over, I think, and there was like a suggestion out there, it was like over 500 million or something like that. You should not be able to own rental properties. And ultimately what happens with rent control is essentially it makes renting not viable, which reduces the overall market, which causes rent overall to continue to increase. And yes, it will increase at a set amount, but eventually it caps the supply, which means that the prices overall will keep on going up when they could have been much lower. In general, they will go down, and that is what I'm saying.
It directly leads to homelessness.
Yes. And mind you, I will also note, in the long term, right? In the first year or two, it will actually help people. And if y'all are trying to, maybe get a bill through to deal with, hey, why the heck is BlackRock owning rental properties? BlackRock should not be doing anything in the rental business. Yes, okay, put rent price controls in and have a sunset of 10 years, right? I believe pretty much anything with the economy, you just need to put a sunset so that y'all can sit down and analyze, is it working? I only say this because I've actually studied economics a lot. I've studied the history of a lot of these things, and in general, these things quite literally ruin lives over time. I have seen them play out. That's why you see New York City. New York as a whole has rental controls. Do you want to know the worst place to rent? New York. It's not because people keep on bumping it's because the government is so deeply embedded. Pretty much in general, 9 times out of 10, less government involvement is good. Now, obviously, there is a point where the government has to be involved. Of course, duh. I'm not, completely inane, right? There are people that will do evil things. I'm not shocked by that, again, but not again. Again's not the right term there. but rent control in general, and that is what I'm saying, in general, over a long period of time, does not work. And it has been proven to not work. This is not a, oh, I just have an opinion. It doesn't work. Now, yes, in the short term, it will help. And yes, I do think that we have huge problems with rental properties because yes, rental properties need solutions. Yes, that's the thing. Like, we see this happening all over the world right now because we have been doing it, and it's failing. It's failing, it's failing, and economists are saying, stop doing it, right? Even the more, like, communism and socialism work people are kind of like, yeah, but rent control is probably not the best decision. Free market might be better. Oh, I don't have a rail. I don't have a lever. Okay, get there. Then I need my contraption, doohickey. Then I need my minecart. And I just need to go down and get a rail. But yeah, long term, economics has a lot more things that happen. And the topic of economics is ridiculously complicated. I don't, I'm not going to say I have all the answers, but what I do know is I've studied economics to know that there's a lot of stuff we've tried that doesn't work. When it comes to property. Ultimately, the free market tends to make lives better overall. And one of the things I will highlight too is right now, essentially, we're entering a worldwide recession. Our governments are not acknowledging it. I don't think our governments will acknowledge it, and I think that that is cowardly. And as a U.S. citizen, I wholeheartedly think that both the left and the right are not going to actually acknowledge it. Okay, I do not believe the Republicans nor the Democrats will actually acknowledge the fact that our country is our country and all the other countries in the world. My opinion, at least for now, the U.S. has a lot of very, very serious problems that, sadly, I don't think we're equipped to help the world right now. And I know that that's sad. I know that the world, could use the help of the United States just because we are a powerhouse. We are a very, very large nation. I'm not going to deny that. This being said, internally, the U.S. is a mess. And we need to sit down, take the time, and solve the problem. Now, when it comes to communism, overall, it won't succeed. Now, I have this theorem, that socialism works at specific scales. So, at a family level, the family unit, in and of itself, is the base unit of the economy and is inherently inherently socialistic. I'm not going to say socialist, communistic, and the reason being is socialism. Oh my gosh. I think I broke it.
What just happened?
The game does not like that. Oh, that one's not connected. Now, I think that there is a level of socialism that, and I'm going to be putting this in the perspective of the United States. You will have to translate it to your own country because I can't speak for every country. But in the United States, I think at the county level is about as where any social programs should be managed. I don't think there should be any social programs above that level. And I know that that sounds really weird because that's exceedingly local. But the thing is that local, those people know the needs of that area, right? My county knows every need of my city. And my city can sit down and say, hey, this is what's going on. They can have that direct conversation. It's too big to pick up. I'm going to have to separate it out into units.
Oh, gosh. I was walking there.
Oh, sorry. Are you alive?
Yeah. That was just really weird to see.
Yeah.
You also messed up your path.
Oh, yeah. No, I already know that. Oh, no. Oh, there goes the minecart.
Whee!
Okay. How do I want to do this then? This is not going to be fun to transport, I don't think.
I think you should just transport it one big tank at a time.
Yeah, that's where I'm starting to lean. I'm gonna start at the top with the top one and go ahead and take that one with all the
Ow.
with its like ring, and then yeah, we'll figure the rest out after that point. Where do I want it? What do I want to do? I want to. But whenever I talk on economics, one thing to highlight is if I'm talking on one issue, it doesn't mean that I'm ignoring the fact that there are problems, because there are so many problems, especially in the U.S. And again, that's the other side. My perspective is in the U.S. I do not know the situation in every country around the world. I can't know every situation in every country around the world. And so, yeah, there's going to be exceptions to the rule. There's a time and a place for a lot of things. And sadly, we live in a really broken time as well. A time that, personally, I think our world will look back on this time frame and say, this really bad thing happened in the early 2000s, right? Or in the mid 2000s.
Or just the 20s.
Yeah.
The 20s, The 2020s have been so.
Oh
crazy.
yes, and like this is one of the things
crazy decade so far.
that like
We're only in the 5th year.
Yeah, and mind you, before people will also say, "Oh, well, you just want like absolute like liberal stuff on as far as the economy goes." No, I don't actually. Quite contrary. There's some limitations, like I mentioned earlier, when it comes to rent control. You want to know what my opinion on the biggest reason why rent is so ridiculously high right now? Because we have these giant corporations that can hold on to a property for 20 years without having a renter in it. And so they can just keep on upping the price and make the price ridiculous. And every single rent control system has to have, because of how rent control has to work, right? If the house has swapped parties, then obviously they're going to bump the rent up. And that's what's happening. And most of the time they have these weird exceptions. And this is where ultimately why I say like why rent control is bad is the government is inept. And I don't mean that like slightly inept. I mean, like, functionally, they are probably the worst thing to be happening for any level of protection for the average renter, because the average renter is low income. The average renter, is going to be low income. And bluntly, not a single one of our politicians is low income. Hasn't been in, gosh, probably my whole lifetime at a minimum.
You have pipes?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Mine, place. Oh.
Yeah, don't bother with the aesthetic parts.
Yes. I'm trying to make sure that it's actually. Oh.
You're the one who stepped in lava. You're the one who jumped into lava.
I didn't jump into lava, though there are magma streams.
Over it.
Where's my firework rockets? There's my firework rockets. Whee! Like, if I were to say it this way, if I had my ruthers and I genuinely believed that people were good, I would go for anarchy. Actually, if I genuinely thought people were good, anarchy would be the best option. But if people were actually good, then we wouldn't have to be even having this conversation, I don't think. Because honorable people would say, oh, hey, you can't afford a house right now. Okay, I'll rent to you for this reasonable amount, and we'll do rent to own even. And so, obviously it costs me this much in taxes and this much. Now, obviously my opinion is that we shouldn't even have property tax, but that's a whole nother conversation. But most of the time, what happens with rent control is it encourages large companies. One of the reasons is large companies take over for the rent control stuff, and it makes everything worse.
Oh, are you going to transport this whole thing over just piecemeal?
I think I'm gonna have to.
Oh, no, I was just saying, fill up one big tank at a time and move that at a time.
That might not be the worst idea, because then I would actually have a lot more stuff.
Easier setup and tear down.
Yeah. Oh, wait, where's my chat? There's my chat. I'm sorry, I completely missed a bunch of messages here. Oh, companies are making us yeah, no. I do agree that there are companies that have done evil, and I'm not going to deny that, but here's the thing. There's a difference between the government doing evil and a company doing evil. Because if the government is doing evil, there is no one there to stop them. Mind you, I will also say that in the United States, we also have a problem where the government and the companies are one and the same. And I wholeheartedly agree. That is wrong. But if you go and look at that, I support free market capitalism, which basically means, hey, the government and the companies shouldn't even be colluding, in my opinion. Sadly, that's not happening. I just stole one of the big tanks. I had it at the ready.
Oh, over 200 blocks. Okay. I didn't even know that was an advancement.
Well, I'm certain that with the number of people who do that, and I pulled it from the top so that I can actually set it down. But there's a lot that goes on with that.
That's
So, but I think we got
that's a big that's a big contraption.
Oh yeah. No, what's gonna be fun is that once I have all of this hooked up, guess what? I gotta put all of it up underneath that or somewhere around that and put all of the pumps that I have here inside of the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because holy cow, 10,000 of anything is ridiculous. So
It's attainable, yet a large task.
oh yes. But we're already at 26 buckets, 27. Like, it's going. I could probably make this much faster, but I actually probably should. But
Yeah.
this needs to be redesigned, honestly. But I think I'm going to go ahead and end the stream there. Because we got everything done, and really after this point, it's just basically me AFKing for a couple days. And I do actually have an AFK spot, so I'm going to go ahead and say, without further ado, this is Negative Light, signing out, and God bless y'all. Have a wonderful rest of your day.